So AEW Collision happened. Man, this is the company that Edge left WWE for. Again, I don't blame him that he wanted to do stuff, but holy shit. Damn. Wonder when Edge comes out, even he doesn't go to the other side because there's nobody there. It's so disappointing. I feel so bad for the guy. Damn, Edge, I feel bad for you, brother. I feel bad for you. I'm still your big fan. So absolute gay faggot Ricky Starks and Big Bill, they abruptly beaten FTR. Yeah, abruptly. Apparently because one of them is probably dealing with an injury, all that kind of shit. Literally, this was no build, and they just wins the tag titles when the FTR group had the title for how many months, and they lost in the random episode of Collision. Oh yeah, keep in mind Collision was also an hour earlier than usual. Apparently, to not deal with competition with Fastlane. But my God, this show just feels like nothing. Even with Edge on the show, it's come on here. I'm not saying Edge is not a draw. He is a draw, definitely, but it's not going to be a big enough draw to make people keep watching when boring shit like this is going to happen when he's not on the show. And then instead of he's Kyle Fletcher, the Magoo Embassy attacks Brian, then the Blackpool Club's fend them off, whatever. T says that Santana has put up a tough guy persona as a defense mechanism to masquerade the fragile old kid on the inside. That Karma took one of his knees and he would take out the other. Why do they not like each other? What? Why all of a sudden they're not a tag team anymore? I don't fucking know, nor do I care. The Bullet Club Gold Faggots defeats Angelico, Metalik, and Gravity, some Lucha Faggots, and Jay White's you're the most great wrestler in the world, and who gives a shit? Is the typical it's the typical wrestler stealing the title cliche, who gives a fuck? The Acclaimed defeat and Billy Gunn defeated Iron Savages, retained the trios titles, who gives a shit? I'm sorry. Timeless Tony Storm defeats Kira Hogan. I will say the gimmick is actually pretty interesting, which I don't mind, but who gives a shit about this match? Eddie Kingston defeats Commander to retain the ROH title. Who gives a fuck? This is just sad. Edge already fucking coming in. I understand they're trying to promote this match, trying to make people care about this match, but my God, Edge is looked like he fucking died in this segment, and he couldn't fucking get up. The guy was able to freaking... You're telling me that Edge was able to fucking fend off these two guys at the pay-per-view at the Wrestle Dream after Dynamite, and he couldn't fight off them during on Collision? What the fuck? So anyways, Edge is in the ring. He came to AEW, wanted to team up with Christian again, but he basically it was a rephrase of what he did at Dynamite, saying how it's been 9 years, and after not wrestling since 2011. But he also mentions how Christian also had to retire due to injury, but they both came back. And it's only fitting for them to team up together because they're best buddies for 40 years. And he does admit that Christian is a dick, but he still loves him, even though Christian apparently stopped talking to him or whatever. He wants to team up Christian Cage and says that Christian may be on this Bond villain phase, but he still wants to be there for him. Christian appears on Titantron and says that TNT Championship does whatever he pleases, and sends Nick Wayne at Luchasaurus after him, and says if he wants an explanation, he'll have to wait after Dynamite or whatever on Tuesday, which could be this Tuesday because of the special whatever, some thing, whatever, Title Tuesday to go for War NXT. Eventually, Edge tries to fight him off, but for some reason, he couldn't fight off them this time. He does mention during the segment calling Nick Wayne Persian cat or whatever. If the fans calls him to. Darby Allin tries to make the save, but he gets taken out. And it was apparently already injured or whatever. So yeah, the show ends with Nick Wayne doing a concerto onto Darby Allin's arm, and that's how the show ends. To me, this was kind of a bit weak and not believable when you kind of establish that why does it make any sense to make people care when they already been beaten up by Edge, and now all of a sudden they can beat up Edge, and Edge looked like he fucking died. Like, you couldn't like try to like keep in mind, like, he got like attacked a little bit, but it didn't look like impactful where he would die. Like, they attacked, like, he was still like fucking laying there like for 5 minutes when Darby comes out, and Darby, he couldn't even like fucking show emotion like that. Hey, no, like, no, don't hurt Darby or whatever. Like, nothing. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? But hey, Edge want to be there. That's fine. Again, I still like Edge, but I'm not gonna lie to you. This segment was like, not really that intriguing. Definitely liked him better on Dynamite and Wrestle Dream. So I kind of spoke too soon to saying that he was the best part of I mean, he is, definitely. He's more entertaining than everybody, but it's like, is it going to be enough to save AEW? He's not going to save it, but I mean, he's going to probably save just a bit, but he's going to make it, better or make it intriguing for a little bit. But at the end of the day, he's not going to, like, they're not going to grow, it's just because AEW is still gay, indie, fucking smarky fed, All right, that's all I have to say. I'm just keep it real. Get your games close magnetically. Spy some bitches go oh shit. Edge, we love you, but unfortunately, you're not gonna be enough to save the show. It's just how it is. And for you people say, oh, see, Edge couldn't do what he did, like CM Punk did. No, Edge is like far better. He is far better. People give a fuck about him. He got like more ratings and more viewership on YouTube channels than fucking than Punk has ever done. But the reality is just how it is, because that's what AEW is. Fucking indie fed, and this is Collision, and I feel bad. Just like this show just had no people there. It's just like, is it even worth it them doing Collision still? Honestly, is it even worth like all this shit what they're doing with AEW? I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, Adam Copeland. It's, oh my god, too many fucking Adams now. Edge is still great, but just this segment is just whatever. But see, this is the problem I was worried about. Like, him looking weak to these people when he should look like a fucking star. Come on here. Like, yeah, we got, the cliche that, looking weak before the match is like, whatever.